And welcome everyone. It's time for Jackson County High School football. Tonight the Blue Devils will be hosting the Eagles of Westmoreland High School from just west of here. I think that's Sumner County, I think.
That's right.
But the Eagles have made their way to the sidelines. The Blue Devils are coming on right now. Jackson County, the home team will be in blue with white numerals, white helmets. Westmoreland in white with red numerals and red helmets for the Eagles. Jackson County and Westmoreland met earlier at the middle of the field for the coin toss. Westmoreland won the toss and elected to defer their choice till the second half. And Jackson County will start the game with the football as Westmoreland's kickoff will be coming momentarily as they're already lined up on the 40-yard line. The receiving team for Jackson County huddled at the 35 as they make their way on the field. Going back deep for Jackson County, number 4, Carter Collier, and number 2 for Jackson County, J.C. Collier. So they'll line up at the 10-yard line, waiting the Westmoreland kick. The referees are checking to make sure that there are 11 players on both sides of the field, and they're satisfied, so they make their way to the sideline. The Westmoreland kicker is number 81 for Westmoreland, and he is Peyton Dickens. So Dickens will kick off for the Eagles. He approaches the football. Straight on kicker, driving end over end kick, fielded at the 10-yard line. Coming forward, Jackson County sees a little hole, breaks a tackle, still on his feet, spins to the 30 and goes down. That's number 2, C.J. Collier on the return for the Blue Devils. Gets all the way out to the 33-yard line. Good hard kickoff run back by Collier as Jackson County lines up on the ball. They run no huddle offense in a shotgun formation. So Jackson County, Waylon Kennedy will be going at quarterback tonight. Jonah Gentry will be his running back. Sends 2 wideouts either side. They're stacked to the near side. Gentry shifts to the left hip of Kennedy, and they hand it to Gentry running up the middle. Breaks a tackle, crosses the line of scrimmage, and Jonah makes a good run as he gets across the 35 out to the 36 or 7-yard line. We'll wait on the spot. But good hard run to start the first series for the Blue Devils. Gain of 5, second down and 5. So a good offensive start, at least on the first play by the Blue Devils. Jackson County again lines up 3 wideouts near side. Offside's going to be on Westmoreland unless somebody in the interior for Jackson County moved. Didn't see any movement. The referee looks toward Westmoreland. 5 yards, going to get it very, very close to a first down. We'll wait and see where they set it down. They say first down. A 5-yard penalty, and Jackson County picks up the first down of the game. Blue Devil offense now facing 1st and 10. Again, Gentry the running back. Kennedy is the quarterback. He shifts into the shotgun. Gentry moves to his hip. Here's the handoff up the middle. Gentry hitting the backfield, and down he goes.
Gentry on the carry.
Jonah's going to lose about 3 yards back inside the 40. I mean, that play had no chance from the get-go. Looks like 38 is where they're going to set it down. Bring up second down and 14. Kennedy looks to the sideline. They'll signal in the play, and then he'll step to the line of scrimmage, relay it to the offensive lineman, the wide receivers, and then move back into the shotgun. Here's the snap. Pump fake, fires out in the flat. It's complete, and going to pick up close to 10 yards. Smith, the receiver on that side, going to make a second down. Third down and 6, but much more manageable. Good solid gain on the quick out from Kennedy to Brady Smith. Once again, Jackson County looking at 3rd and 6. From the gun, Kennedy will take the snap, and this time movement again on the Westmoreland front. That then triggered a movement by Jackson County, but the false should be offsides Westmoreland. That is the call, and ball moves 5 yards, so you go from 3rd and 6 to 3rd and 1.
Jackson County.
Third down and 1, that potentially changes the play call for the Blue Devils as they look to the sideline. Play signal in. The wide receivers pick up the play call from the coaches. The interior lineman will have it relayed by Waylon Kennedy. He tells the lineman what we're going to run. Jackson County from the shotgun. Here's a snap. Going to be a quarterback keeper. And Waylon Kennedy's going to stay on his feet as he crosses the 47, inside the 45, down to the 44. And Waylon Kennedy on the quarterback keeper picks up almost 5 yards, and that's good for a Blue Devil first down. So Jackson County early on mounting a successful offensive series here for the Blue Devil offense as they've crossed into Westmoreland territory, have it 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line of the Eagles of Westmoreland. Jackson County's done this primarily on the ground as Kennedy shifts back into the shotgun. Wingback comes in motion. Give right up the middle. Gentry gets a block on the corner. He's got the 40, the 35, and falls forward to the 34. That's 10 yards and should be very, very close to a first down. Good block that time. Jackson County brought the slot receiver, that was Mitchell, into the inside, and he knocked the corner down. And when he did, Jonah Gentry, with good vision, turned the corner. It says first down, but they haven't moved the yardsticks. Here's the snap. Kennedy will keep it running to his right and will be hit after a gain of about a yard. Now they move the yardsticks, and it will be 2nd down and 9 as the ball is set down at the 33. Mitchell shifts from the right to the left. Carter Collier, the lone wide receiver, on the near side of the field as Waylon Kennedy sits in the shotgun. Gentry shifts to his left hip. Here's a snap. Play fake. He's got a man in the middle, a little late throwing it. It's going to be incomplete, and Jackson County was very lucky. I had to look twice to see if it had been intercepted because the intended receiver, I think that was C.J. Collier. It might have been Mitchell. I'm not sure which one, but they popped open early, and then Kennedy took a little long to get the ball out of his hands, and it was almost picked off. 3rd down and 9 for Jackson County. Again, the Blue Devils really need to pick up half or more of this here, and then they'd certainly be in 4-down territory. Right now they have in the pre-snap formation, 2 wide out stacked either side of the field. Kennedy goes into the shotgun, takes the snap, looks right, fires, it's complete. That's caught by Collier. Carter Collier picks up the reception and gains the first down as they get inside the 20. Blue Devils moving with a clarity on offense as it's 1st and 10 Jackson County inside the 20 at the 18. Waylon Kennedy from the shotgun. Jonah Gentry is running back. Here's the snap. Kennedy's going to keep it, try to follow Gentry, and little or no gain on the quarterback keeper. Gets down maybe to the 17, 16-yard line. We'll wait and see where they spot his progress.
1 yard on the play. 2nd down and 9.
2nd down and 9 yards to go for the Blue Devils. According to the scoreboard, the ball's on the 16. I can't see the football for the players lined up. So I'll take the scoreboard for the 16-yard line. Got to get to about the 7 for a first down. Kennedy sends wingback in motion. Jet sweep. Trying to turn the corner, does. Got the 10 and inside the 10 down to about the 9. That's C.J. Collier carrying the ball on the jet sweep for the Blue Devils. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and a yard for Jackson County at the 8-yard line. Kennedy and he gets offsides again. Once again, Westmoreland coming with a blitz. One of the linebackers just comes across the line and makes contact. That's a 5-yard penalty. And once again, Jackson County with another first down. This has been a long, successful drive. Clock shows 7 minutes to play. First quarter just tipped under that. So first and goal to go for the Blue Devils. Ball is on about the 6-yard line. Kennedy takes the snap, handoff. No, play. Oh, good play, Jackson County. I thought he'd given it to Jonah Gentry. Waylon Kennedy pulled it on the read option and just walks into the end zone. And Jackson County takes the early lead on Westmoreland by a score of 6-0 with the extra point attempt coming up. I think everybody here at Mac Draper Stadium and in the press box thought he'd handed it to Gentry, but Kennedy in the end zone. 6-0 Jackson County. Try for point coming up. Here's the snap. Set is down. The kick is on the way, and it is good. Jackson County 7, the Eagles of Westmoreland nothing. And we're back now. Blue Devils 7. The Eagles of Westmoreland 0, 6:41 to play first quarter, and Jackson County will be kicking it off. They tee the ball up on the 40-yard line. Jonah Gentry will handle the kickoff duties for Jackson County. Gentry will pace off his run up to the football. It's back 10 yards or so. Soccer-style kicker is Gentry as he will approach the ball on the whistle for ready to play, and that's what we wait. There it goes. Gentry comes forward, hits it, end-over-end kick. It's going to hit at the 30 and skip out of bounds inside the 30 at the 27. And so that's either going to be a 5-yard penalty and a kickover, or Westmoreland will have the option of taking the ball at point on the field. Heard somebody say 2 flags on the field. I saw the one where the ball went out of bounds for offsides.
With a kick out of bounds,
Westmoreland will start first and 10. Or no, it looks like they're going to back it up and kick it over. They were going to line up at about the 40, and they decided to let the Blue Devils kick it again. So Jonah Gentry gets a do-over. Comes to the sideline, gets his kicking ball and the tee. This time he'll kick from the 35. And, by the way, Westmoreland is lined up. If he can get that ball to hit the ground at about the 30-yard line, but near the hash mark, it's got a lot of room to roll, and Jackson County has a chance to get down and of course, kickoff's a live kick. And would have the opportunity. I think that's what he was trying with the previous kick. He just kicked it too close to the sideline. We'll see what Gentry elects to do this time as the Blue Devils are lined up again to cover the kick. As Gentry approaches the ball, he hits it, drives this one straight down the field and hits it over the head of the receiver, but it also scoots out of bounds. So again, I'm assuming Westmoreland's going to want to kick it over again. Illegal procedure, which is the call on a ball kicked out of bounds. So Jackson County going to looks like line it up again. This time they'll kick from the 30-yard line. Again, that was a good kick. It was just bad luck for Jackson County that, and that's the thing about a football with an elliptical shape on the ball. You don't know where it's going to bounce. Even you look at it, it bounces straight twice, and the third time it may go left or right, but that time it went to the sidelines and out of bounds. So Jackson County will be kicking for the third time. See if Jonah can going to put this one on the near hash mark. So it looks like Gentry's going to be kicking toward the center of the field. He's waiting on the football that he kicks. It's sitting way down almost at the end zone as one of the managers runs down to get it. They send another ball in for Gentry to kick. Nowadays in high school ball, you you kick your own football back many, many, many years ago. The home team provided the ball, and both sides played with that football. And so, little advantage and kind of a smart move now, but Jonah will try it one more time. He moves it from the hash mark to the middle of the field. Let's see where this one will go as he signals he's ready. There's the whistle. Gentry approaches, hits it, drives it right down the middle of the field. Fielded at the 20-yard line by Westmoreland. He's got the 30 to the 40, turns up the far sideline across midfield. Still on his feet, crosses the 35 and be dragged down. Jackson County gives up the big return, and that's what you expect, and that's why you make teams kick it again. Every time you go downfield, you run 30, 40 yards, and by the time you do that 3 times in a row, you're not nearly as fresh and quick as you were, and a lot of times just what Westmoreland did, got the big return just outside the 30. We'll call it the 31. Might even be closer to the 30, but Westmoreland will line up. Wing T formation, running to their left. They turn, going to pick up solid yards on first down, going to pick up 6 or 7 yards. Todd was the ball carrier. Westmoreland picks up 8. 2nd and 2 for the Eagles. Wing T, first time Jackson County's seen that this year, as Westmoreland will line up with sometimes a single back. Now they have a double wing T, single back in the backfield. Wing back goes in motion, give right up the middle. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, but bounces to the outside. He's got the 20 down inside the 10 and going to be driven out of bounds as they get right at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal to go for the Eagles of Westmoreland as they try to answer the Jackson County touchdown. Allen checks in for Jackson County. Kennedy comes out as Jackson County puts a little more beef in at the linebacker position. The Eagles line up this time with 2 running backs in the backfield. Be a single wing back in the formation. Last time they ran left, they do it again. Hit in the backfield, breaks that tackle, spins forward toward the goal line, will be stopped at about the 2. 2nd and goal for the Eagles of Westmoreland. Allen on the stop, just came in the game, and Jacob comes up and makes a big stop. 2nd down goal to go Westmoreland. Quickly, the Eagles at the line. They double the wings. Quarterback keeper, and he's going to scoot in the end zone. It's 7-6 now at the 4:55 mark in the first quarter. Westmoreland Eagle a little slow getting up, but I think he was just tangled with another player as he bounced right up, one of the interior linemen. Actually, I believe it was the center for Westmoreland. Try for point will be coming up. Here's the snap. Set is down. The kick is on the way. Driving end-over-end kick. And we are all tied up 7-7. Jackson County and Westmoreland. We'll back for the Westmoreland kickoff. Collier and Collier back deep. That's Carter and CJ. Dickens will kick it off for Westmoreland. Hits it. Driving end-over-end kick. Goes over the head of Carter Collier and into the end zone. Be a touchback. Jackson County will take over 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Blue Devil offense coming off what I would have to say was the best drive we've seen all year. They featured the run game way more than we've seen it. So 1st and 10 from the 20 is, let's see if Jackson County can respond with another successful offensive series. Beauty of that first series was you keep the ball away from Westmoreland, who is a very well-oiled machine on offense, and keep them on the sidelines. Kennedy from the shotgun. Wing back in motion. Whalen will look, fire on and out. It's caught. Pick up about 3 or 4 yards on the out. Brady Smith over there with the reception for Jackson County. He'll get about 4.5, maybe 5 yards. We'll call it 5. Second down and 5. As Jackson County tries to keep the Westmoreland defense on their heels. Like I say, they ran it primarily on the first drive. A couple of key passes, and one to Smith, one to Collier. It was Carter Collier. And now Jackson County opens this drive with a pass. Kennedy from the shotgun. It's like pressure coming off the near edge. They bring it. He throws a little flat screen. Going to pick up 5, 7, 8 yards. First down, Blue Devils. Move the sticks. Good play called. Xavier Mitchell on the reception. That time they slipped the slot receiver to the outside for Jackson County, hit him with a pass, and then Xavier was able to pick up good yardage. 1st and 10, Blue Devils. See if they come back with a run this time. Kennedy steps forward. Westmoreland, as he looks to the sideline, moves their defense around. Whalen will relay the play to the offensive line. Step back in the gun. Gentry shifts over to his right hip. Handoff right up the middle. Gentry cuts back to the right side and going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. Powell moved very little or no gain. The whole defensive line looked like was there for the Eagles of Westmoreland. They give Gentry a little forward progress and give him a yard or so. Jackson County again, all the plays are signaled in from the sideline. They do not huddle. C.J. Carter moves to the near side. That gives trips on this side. From the gun. Again, they show blitz off the edge. Let's see if they come with it. They do. Jackson County's going to be hit in the backfield, and Waylon Kennedy with nobody open goes down. He'll lose a few yards on the play. Gets back to about the 31. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and at least 9, maybe 10. Call it 3rd and 10. C.J. Collier moves over in the slot on the far side of the field. Carter Collier, the wideout on this side, with Xavier Mitchell in the slot. You would think passing down might be a good time for a screen pass. We'll wait and see what the Blue Devils come up with. Pressure right up the middle, and nobody picked him up. Down goes Kennedy, and it will bring up 4th down and about 17 or 18 for Jackson County, and that will put Jonah Gentry in punt formation. Jackson County lines up in a standard punt formation. Then they'll move one of the down linemen as Jonah Gentry will use a semi-rugby style kick as they shift someone. We'll wait for that shift. They didn't shift that time. Flag flies. There's going to be too many men on the field against somebody. Illegal participation against Jackson County. 12 men on the field is what you're going to wind up with. You ran a player in late, and somebody didn't come out. They evidently had already 11 out there. So we'll mark off 5 more against Jackson County, and we'll try this punt one more time. Here's a snap. It bounces. Gentry gets it away. End over end kick. It hits at the 45, and then we'll be down at the 46 or 7 yard line. Flag on the play. I'm going to spot it. Looks like right at the 45. Wait and see what the penalty flag was all about. It's way back at the line of scrimmage. False start, Jackson County. Probably based on what they did on the kickoffs that went out of bounds. They'll make the Blue Devils punt it again, but we'll wait and see what Westmoreland decides here, as they would have the ball already at the Jackson County 45, and I think you'd mark 5 yards on the end of that, or possibly decline it. I'm not sure what the option is on a kick like that. Looks like they're going to decline the penalty and take the ball 1st and 10 at the Jackson County 45. Westmoreland again, they line up in the wing tee set. Quarterback is under center. Here's the snap. Quarterback keeps it on a roll, fires, it's caught, picked up 10, falls forward for another couple of 3 yards, and it'll be 1st and 10 Westmoreland.
Pass complete to number 31, Robert Todd. First down.
Jacob Richardson working at quarterback for Westmoreland, number 5. So Richardson again goes under center. They double the wingback, single running back. Wingback comes in motion. Quarterback on a keeper option. Turns the corner. He's got the 30, the 20, the 10, and will go down. Flag flies. You would expect a holding call where that flag came in, or a block in the back. We've got holding called against Westmoreland, so they'll take 10 yards off of it. It would have been 1st and 10 inside the 20. Will then be 1st and 10. They'll back it up to about the 26 or 7 yard line. We'll wait and see where they set it down, maybe the 29. They're waiting to move the football. Now the referee actually paces it off and sets it at the 28 yard line. 1st and 10, Eagles of Westmoreland.
First down and 6 for Westmoreland.
First down, 6 for Westmoreland. As the down goes over, and with the penalty, they still made a 4 yard gain on it. So 1st and 6 for the Eagles. Wingback in motion. They hand it to him on the jet sweep. He turns the corner, gets a good block, steps inside another tackler, and going to pick up very close to a 10 yard gain. That will move the chains for the Eagles. 1st and 10 Westmoreland into the quarter. At the end of 1, we're all tied up at 7 each, Jackson County and Westmoreland. Don't go away. And welcome back as the second quarter about to get underway. Westmoreland makes their way on the field. The Blue Devils coming out as well. We'll have a 1st and 10 Westmoreland. The ball is sitting right on the 16 yard line of Jackson County. So the Blue Devils defense needs to step up here and come up with not only just a play, a series of play, as quarterback goes for the first time into the shotgun. Wingback comes in motion. They show the jet sweep. Quarterback going to keep it, and he'll be knocked down after a gain down near the 10 yard line.
Jacob Richardson on the keeper.
Richardson, the quarterback for Westmoreland, picks up 6 yards. He steps back under center. Second down, we'll call it 5 yards. Here's the snap, give right up the middle. Makes a cut and going to be down near the 5. Be very close to a first down. Referee has yet to indicate. Yes, they do. First down, goal to go, Eagles of Westmoreland. Just outside the Jackson County 5.
It'll be first down to go, Westmoreland, at the Jackson County 5 yard line.
Richardson under center, takes the snap, turns, wingback counter running to his left, hitting the backfield, and down he goes. Good play that time by the Blue Devil defense as they the whole right side of the Blue Devil defensive line got penetration, and it'll still be second down and goal, but a little farther away as it looks like the 7 yard line. See if Westmoreland elects to stay on the ground or go the air. They set a single wingback on the left side. He comes in motion. Quarterback turns, hands off right at the middle. Big hit again. Jackson County, good job in there.
Carry by number 28, Ryland Sept.
Trying to see one of the Blue Devil linebackers.
Stop made by number 3, Gavin Clenard.
Clenard on the stop.
Third down and goal, Westmoreland.
3rd and goal, Eagles. Ball's inside the 5 at about the 3. So the defense has been making a good stand. They need a couple more plays here. Richardson goes under center. 2 running backs, counterplay running right. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. Down he goes, and good play again. Jackson County on defense.
Todd on the carry.
4, that was Carter Collier was the first one there as he came up, made the stick and got some help. Now a Jackson County player is down over on the far side. The Blue Devils already shorthanded, can ill afford to lose anybody. Looks like young man going to get up and maybe be all right. He'll limp off the field. One of the interior linemen, that may be 78 for Jackson County. I'm not totally sure. That would be Franklin. It's 78, Hunter Franklin, making his way toward the sidelines. Hunter, one of the big interior linemen for Jackson County. Fourth down, goal to go. Big play for the defense now as Jackson County lines up, give right up the middle. He's hit. Referee says touchdown.
Touchdown, Westmoreland.
Good stand, but just could not keep him out of the end zone. They ran right up the middle that time and were able to pick up the couple of yards they needed for the touchdown. Westmoreland now takes the lead at 13-7 with a try for point coming up. Here's the anticipated snap as it's back, set is down, kick is on the way, hard driving kick, and he missed it wide to the left. No good on the extra point, and it's 13-7, the Eagles of Westmoreland.
Here we go.
Here's the kick. It's short, one hop, picked up by one of the up men at the 20. Cuts to the 25, on his feet past the 30, and will go down near the 35. It's Brady Smith on the return. Got a good hop, and Brady just knew exactly what to do with it. Gets it up to the 34-yard line. 1st and 10, Jackson County offense. We'll see if they go back to the run or stick with the pass. But Jackson County playing fairly well on offense as the referees change out the football. Again, the team that kicks off kicks with their football, and then when you scrimmage, you change to your ball. As Wayland Kennedy, Jackson County in a rare huddle this time. Kennedy calls the play from inside the huddle. Blue Devils send 2 wideouts either side. The running back is Jonah Gentry. Wayland Kennedy will ask for and take the snap from the shotgun. Wingback Mitchell comes in motion. Flanker screen caught by Smith. Cuts across the 40 and falls forward to the 42-yard line. Going to give him 8 yards, almost 9, maybe 9. Give him 9 when they set it down. 2nd down and 1. Wide receiver screen that time as Jackson County picks up 9 on 1st down. Trips to the top of the formation. Here's the snap. Kennedy looking. Pressure comes. Down he goes. Face mask. That's going to be 15 yards. No question on that one as the rusher coming in reaches around, grabs Wayland Kennedy by the face mask, and down he went. Or did they call holding? I thought it was a obvious blatant face mask, but thought I saw the referee signal holding and point to the Blue Devils. So we'll wait and see what transpires. Neither team have moved back. Now they step back to the original line of scrimmage. And it is holding against the Blue Devils, so they'll walk off 10 from the original line of scrimmage. I thought sure it was a face mask, what it looked like to me, but Referee much closer, called a hold. And I certainly wouldn't argue with him. New ball comes into play, rolls around on the ground as the officials didn't catch it. He'll wipe it off and set it back down. It will be 2nd down and 11 for Jackson County. Jackson County again looking to the sideline, getting the play. Play comes in from the sidelines, taking a long time to get this play call. Wayland Kennedy will need to hurry. From the gun, takes a snap, draw play, Gentry running to the near side, gives ground, and down he goes. Jonah just good little running back, but I don't know that he has the speed to give ground and turn the corner. It's just sometimes you just put your head down and get what you can and accept the fact that you're not going to make a big play out of it. That'll bring up 3rd and 15 for the offense. Again, Jackson County in what you would call an obvious passing situation. The counter to that is a draw play, screen pass, or hope your line holds up and you're able to get 15 yards because you need the 1st down here. They show blitz off the corner. Now he backs up, comes back in, and flags fly. It's going to be too much time on Jackson County, I'm afraid. And if that's the case, that is what the call is, delay of game, Blue Devils. So 3rd and 15 becomes 3rd and 20. That further complicates the play call for your Jackson County coaching staff. C.J. Collier moves over to the right side of the offense, so that'll put 3 wideouts over there. Single wideout flank to the near side. Kenny again, they show blitz off the corner and come with it. They air it out, intended for Jackson County's Brady Smith. Smith broke the route off, so you assume a miscommunication, although with pressure coming off the edge, could very well be that Wayland Kennedy just decided to throw that one where nobody was going to get to it, and Jackson County will punt. 4th down and 20. Jonah Gentry will kick for the Blue Devils. Decent snap. He hits it. High kick, but very short. It's going to hit and basically go nowhere as Westmoreland will take over in Blue Devil territory at the 44-yard line, 43 possibly. We'll wait to see where they set it down.
At the Jackson County 44-yard line.
Put it on the 43, I think. And waiting for the exchange of footballs. First and 10 Eagles from the Blue Devil 43-yard line. They show shotgun, see if they stay in it. Richardson does. Drops straight back, got 2 wide outs, got a man down the slot, and that one's out of bounds. There was contact, but the pass was out of bounds. So no flags on the play. Bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Eagles. That time I thought the quarterback for Westmoreland, Richardson, had the wrong man. He had the slot receiver. Looked like he had a little more cushion, chose to go outside with it and actually threw the ball out of bounds. Again from the shotgun. We'll keep it off the right side, going to be hit, picked up about 4 or 5 yards. Richardson, the ball carrier. Bring up 3rd down and about 4 or 5. Again, it depends on where they mark his forward progress. 3rd down and 5. If you just tuned in, it's Westmoreland 13, the Blue Devils 7. We've got about 6.5 minutes to go in the first half. Pretty good half for Jackson County as they show strong left. Drops straight back, wants to throw, airs it out again. Got a man in the middle of the field. It's complete. He's at the 10, down to the 5, and going to be dragged down at the 5-yard line.
Pass complete.
Collier on the stop for Jackson County, but first and goal to go for the Eagles of Westmoreland at the Jackson County 5-yard line. See what Westmoreland comes up with. The last time they ran it 4 times inside the 5 to get it in the end zone. So Richardson will go under center. They set 2 wing backs, 1 on each side, single running back, sends a wing back in motion, give right up the middle, hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backward. Good play that time.
Richardson on the carry, stop made by number 52.
52 for Jackson County on the stop. That was a good hit that time by Maddox Wilson. And he'll lose a little bit of yardage on that. Not much. They're going to spot it right at the 5 again, but a good hit. The forward momentum stopped and he went in reverse, so it was a good hit that time by Wilson. Second down goal to go for the Eagles. Again, Richardson goes up under center. 2 wing backs, single running back. Quarterback takes the snap, rolls to his right. Look, he got a man in the corner of the end zone, wide open, touchdown Westmoreland. Again, Jackson County, that time they had been running so much. It's one of the things of that offense that Westmoreland runs, that wing T offense, is you can just do so much out of it. You don't expect them to pass. They show you a run look. Quarterback looks like he's running a keeper, which he's been running a lot tonight. And the wingback just slipped out in the flat. Touchdown Westmoreland. 19-7 is your current score as the try for point is put down. The kick is up, and that one is good. So Westmoreland goes up by the score. 1. And we're back now waiting the kick by Westmoreland. They've kicked it in the end zone. He kicks this one short. Picked up by Smith, and Brady will wisely take a knee. That was just a squib kick downfield. Brady Smith downs it at the 29-yard line, 1st and 10 Jackson County at that point.
At their own 29-yard line.
1st and 10 Jackson County from their 29-yard line. 4:47. Blue Devils would love to just control this last 4:47, put a touchdown on the board, and go into half only down by 6, but we'll wait and see what happens as Jackson County lines up. They send 2 wideouts near side. Out of the shotgun. Wingback comes in motion. Jet sweep running near side. Looking for a block. Didn't get it. Still made one man miss. That's C.J. Collier as he'll cross the 30 and get up to about the 32, 33-yard line. We'll see where they set it down. Give him the 33. 4-yard gain. 2nd down and 6.
Gain of 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6.
Jackson County stacks the wideouts on the near side. Slot receiver top of the field as Kennedy backs into the shotgun. Wyland Kennedy looks to the sidelines. See if they're going to change the play. Evidently they are. Kennedy steps forward. Now backs back in the gun. Gentry moves to his hip. Here's a snap. Handoff Gentry. Jonah will get to the 35 and be driven back. It's going to be a gain of about 2. That will bring up a 3rd down and 4 for the Blue Devils. Timeout has been called on the field. We've got timeout, Westmoreland, 3:41 to go. 20-7 is our score. Westmoreland on top. We'll be back.
Back now to the
intended for Smith, and it was a little behind him.
Attention for Brady Smith.
That'll bring up 4th down for Jackson County.
It'll be 4th down and 5. Jackson
4th and
County.
5 Blue Devils, and now we have punt team, I think, making their way on the field, as Gentry will drop back in punt formation for Jackson County. Good move by Coach Loftus. They've got nobody back deep. I think they were anticipating Jackson County may be running some kind of a fake. And now we've got
timeout.
Westmoreland burning another timeout. Timeout on the field. We'll be ready for Jonah Gentry's punt. Good snap that time. Gentry hits his best punt of the night. It's going to hit and hit a Westmoreland player. Jackson County picked it up and moves forward. I don't know that you can advance a muff, but you can take the ball, and it looks like they did. They moved it back to where the muff occurred, back at the 36-yard line.
It'll be 1st down and 10, Jackson County at the Westmoreland 36-yard line.
I think that may have been Smith, Brady Smith, that picked up that muff punt. But either way, Jackson County offense is in business at the Westmoreland 36. Jackson County, little confusion on the wide receiver part as they line up. Here's the snap. Kennedy down the far sideline and over through a streaking receiver. That was Brady Smith. As Smith had a step, he needed to get it in between defenders, but overthrew him, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 10 as Jackson County tried to go for all of it. Again, they've been throwing short, and that time went deep with it. 2nd down and 10. That's the only bad thing about when that happens, is now Smith will move over to the wide receiver on the near side. Carter Collier will move to the top of the formation. Waylon Kennedy in the shotgun. Wingback comes in motion. Jet sweep, running to the right, hit, and down goes the ball carrier. That's C.J. Collier.
C.J. Collier on the
Collier
carry.
tackled back across the 35 at about the 36. He'll lose about a yard. Good play that came by the interior of the Eagle defensive line as they got penetration. And that's the easiest way to stop the jet sweep, is hit him in the backfield before he turns the corner. So Jackson County now looking at 3rd down and 11. Westmoreland will penetrate. Read option run by Jackson County's Waylon Kennedy. Kennedy will get back across the line.
Kennedy on the carry.
Across the line of scrimmage, will pick up about a yard or two, and that'll bring up 4th down and approximately 10 yards to go for Jackson County. Matter of fact, they didn't give him any on that play. I thought he had at least a yard or two, but 4th and 11. And again, with the clock at 2:15, you've got the ball inside Westmoreland territory. You would think possibly fake punt, but Jackson County lines up in punt formation. We'll wait and see what Coach Loftus does run here. Here's the snap, going to kick it. Angles the kick toward the near sideline. Gets a hit. Pretty good Jackson County bounce, and it will go out of bounds at the 15-yard line. 1st and 10, Eagles at their own 15. Good punt that time as Jackson County punter Jonah Gentry kicked it to an empty spot in the field. It goes out of bounds inside the 20, and I don't care what league you play in. If you're special teams coach, you'll take that all day long. Got the Eagles pinned back. Now the Blue Devil defense with 1:48 to go could really use a turnover. Only been one turnover in the contest, and that was on a muff punt. Jackson County recovered. Here's the snap. They're going to fire in the slot, and that one looked like it hit the ground. Incomplete, it did. That's what the referee says. Had the slot man wide open. The quarterback just didn't get it to him.
Pass intended for number
Richardson's got a little funky motion. He throws almost sidearm rather than over the top, and a lot of quarterbacks that throw sidearm, the ball tends to go down, and that's what happened on that pass. They send a single wide out wide to the top of the formation. From the shotgun, now the wingback goes in motion. Pressure comes, complete out in the flat. Jackson County going to come up and hit him. They're going to keep him in bounds, still on his feet, and could pick up about half the yardage for a first down. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 4. Westmoreland only with 1 timeout left. So the clock certainly is Jackson County's friend as we're looking at 3rd and 4. Quarterback from the gun. Fires intended for a deep man and overthrows his intended receiver. That will bring up a 4th down. 4th down and 4. Allen checks in for Jackson County. Coming out is Jonah Gentry. Carter Collier will drop back deep for Jackson County to receive the punt. He's standing at his own 45-yard line. Blue Devils with 10 men on the line. Come with pressure, they blocked it. It still got out of there. Collier picked it up and will motor across midfield. Jackson County got a piece of it, but enough leg by the punter to get it downfield, but Carter Collier gets it across the 50 to the 48. 1 minute and 1 second left to go here in the first half. That was so close to a big play. I don't see how he got enough of the ball to get it beyond the line of scrimmage, but he did. It looked blocked all the way as Jackson County came in on the punt block. Got a piece of it, but not enough to send it toward the end zone. And now 1st and 10, Jackson County from the Westmoreland 48. Waylon Kennedy takes the snap, fires out in the flat, picked off. Nothing but green. If he don't fall down on the grass, that's going to be touchdown Westmoreland. And that is the call. Westmoreland on the interception takes it roughly 50 yards for the touchdown. Westmoreland will be kicking the extra point. 26-7, the Eagles expand their lead over the Blue Devils. Try for point will be upcoming as they try to extend the lead to 20. Here's the snap, sets down, the kick is on the way, and it is no good. So the score stays Westmoreland 26, Jackson County 7. We'll have the kickoff to the Blue Devils after a break. And welcome back. Just coming out of the halftime at Jackson County High School. It's Westmoreland 26. The Blue Devils have 7. And Jackson County, I'm assuming, will kick off as Westmoreland won the coin toss at the beginning of the game, elected to defer. And that normally means you take the ball. And that does look like as they drop twin safeties back. So Jackson County's Gentry will kick it off. Jones tees it up in the middle of the field.
Jones Gentry set to kick off for the second half.
Westmoreland lines up just inside the 50. They crowd that 50-yard line like they were anticipating a onside kick. As Jones has not attempted one this year. As he approaches, hits it, end-over-end kick, driving kick. Fielded at the 15, dropped, picked it back up at the 13, comes to the middle of the field, breaks one tackle, but not the other. Did the ball pop loose? As Jackson County player came out with it, but no beanbag was thrown. First and 10 Westmoreland as they cross the 25, and it will be at about the 26-yard line of the Eagles. See if the Jackson County defense can come up with something, get the Blue Devil offense a little momentum here. Westmoreland has been, for the most part, in a wing tee. Now the quarterback still from that formation drops back in the gun. Jet sweep running near side. Cuts it up, breaks a tackle, gets across the 35, across the 40, and will be down at the 42.
Robert Todd on the carry for Westmoreland.
Initially looked like the Blue Devil defense had done a good job. They turned it in, but no inside help. And Westmoreland able to pick up a first down run on first down. So now they have first and 10 again. See if the Westmoreland quarterback Richardson goes under center, and he does. They set 2 running backs, single wing back. Counter play fake, rolls, got a man wide open downfield at the 40 of Jackson County. It's a foot race, and the Blue Devils going to win that race, but Jackson County gives up a huge play. Dickens, the kicker, picked up the pass, and Brady Smith runs him out of bounds for Jackson County. But first and 10, Westmoreland all the way down at the Jackson County 22-yard line. Dickens, the tight end, just slipped out, went down the slot and turned out, and nobody found him. Westmoreland back in business, leading 26-7. Handoff running to the left side, going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage, fall forward and pick up a yard or 2. As he gets inside the 20, spotted at about the 19, giving 3 yards. Collier on the stop for Jackson County. CJ. Allen checks out, and Kennedy takes his place. Winds up at the outside linebacker position near side. Wing back in motion, give right up the middle. Little seam and a big hit there in the middle. 75, I think, for Jackson County on the stop on that play, and that was Joe Rowland. Be third down and about 4. He picked up about 2. Westmoreland has it at their own 16-yard line. Got to get to the 12 to keep this drive going. From under center, handoff again right up the middle. Quick hitter, he's got 5, he's got 10, still on his feet. Goal line, touchdown, Westmoreland.
Stats on the carry.
Stats with the carry, and Westmoreland extends their lead to 32-7 over Jackson County. Try for point coming up. Westmoreland has missed a couple of extra points. Waiting on the snap. Snap is back, set is down, kick is up, and it is good. Westmoreland 33, Jackson County 7. Lines up to kick it off. They've extended their lead to 33-7. 9:45 to go in the third quarter. Squib kick, good hop, picked up by Smith. Brady gets across the 30, up near the 35, and he'll go down at that point. Again, we'll, as always, wait on the spot to see. Brady with a pretty good return. See if they give him the 35 or move it back to the 34. We'll wait till the official puts the ball down. 34. First and 10, Jackson County from their own 34. Jackson County spreads the formation. Kennedy drops back in the shotgun. Gentry moves to his right hip. Here's the snap, draw play. Jonah Gentry hitting the backfield and driven backward. Might have got the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Stop made by number 20, Colton Sizemore.
Lose a yard on the draw play. Second down and 11 for Jackson County. Again, they look to the sidelines to get the play. Play signaled in. Waylon Kennedy will drop back in the gun. Gentry moves to his right hip. Takes the snap, looks, fires, complete. That's Mitchell on the catch, and Xavier gets upfield across the 35 to the 36. Going to pick up about 4 or 5 yards. Bring up third down and 7, we'll call it.
Jackson County.
Kenny moves back in the gun, looking at 3rd and 6. And once more, Westmoreland jumps off sides. No question about that one, as the Westmoreland tackle just fires out of his stance. 5 free yards for Jackson County.
Offside Westmoreland. It'll be 3rd down and 2 for Jackson County.
3rd and 2 for the Blue Devils as Jackson County lines up. Got 3 wide receivers top of the formation. Kennedy, and this time Jackson County looks like they're going to give it back as motion in the interior Jackson County line. So it goes from 3rd and 1 to 3rd and 6.
Offside Jackson County, false start. False start, offside Blue Devils. It'll be 3rd down and 7.
For the most part this year, Jackson County's done a good job getting off on the proper snap count and not been a heavily penalized team, but that one hurt. Trips to the top of the formation. Kennedy in the shotgun. See what they come up with. Draw play. Gentry's going to get across the 40, up close to the 44. He's going to be close, but just maybe half a yard short.
Stop by number 56, Ethan Graves. Gain of 6 on the play. It'll be 4th down and 1.
4th down and less than a yard to go for Jack. No, he says 1st down.
Correction. Ladies and gentlemen,
Referee says 1st down, move the chains. Don't chain crew don't delay too long. 1st and 10 Jackson County. Been a while since we've said that, as the Blue Devil offense has struggled, but a good hard run that time by the running back. Jonah Gentry picks up the 1st down. Gentry moves to the left side of his quarterback. Waylon Kennedy takes the snap, gives Gentry right up the middle, puts his head down, bounces off a tackle, and then driven backward. He's going to gain little, if any, yardage on the play. Might have said he lost a half yard on the plays. They put it down to 44, but that's just about the original line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10 for the Blue Devils. As Jackson County looks like they're tightening that spread a little bit on the far side of the field. So if they stay there, they do. They tighten the formation a little bit. Kennedy from the gun. Pressure shows off the top of the formation. He's got pressure in his back, and down he goes. Ball pops loose. It's still loose, and looks like Westmoreland fell on it. They say they did. The referees say they did. And you could see that linebacker coming as he creeped up on the line of scrimmage, and nobody picked him up. Waylon Kennedy with no chance whatsoever. As he goes down, the ball popped out, and Westmoreland takes over 1st and 10 at the Jackson County 41-yard line. Westmoreland from the shotgun this time as Richardson stands in the backfield, still with the two wing backs. One goes in motion. Quarterback hands right up the middle and breaks a tackle. I thought he was stopped and squirted through and going to pick up very close to first down yardage. Give him right at 10 yards. Again, we'll wait on the referee to signal move this change or not. He does. 1st and 10 Westmoreland. Ball right on the Jackson County 30. Westmoreland goes under center this time, Richardson, and that should be motion. Well, they tried direct snap, and the running back missed the ball, picked it up, and good defense by Jackson County as they close him down for a loss on the play back to about the 35. C.J. Collier on the stops. He comes up from his defensive back position and made a good tackle in the backfield for a loss. Loss of 4, 2nd down and 14 for Westmoreland. Got tricky on that. I thought the running back was in motion because the quarterback didn't move. Center snapped the ball through the quarterback's legs to the running back. Mishandled it. He was able to pick it up and only lose 4 yards on the play. Westmoreland counter play running left. Breaks one tackle and going to be driven out of bounds after he gets back past the original line of scrimmage, bringing up 3rd down and about 8. Collier again coming up from the defensive back to make the stop.
Third down and 9, Westmoreland.
3rd down, a short 9 or a long 8. Double wing formation. Quarterback under center, give right up the middle. He's hit and going to be dropped near the 35 at about the 25 at the 26. That'll bring up 4th down for the Eagles. 4th down and 5 with the ball at the Jackson County 26. You expect Westmoreland to go for it here. Ball where it is as they send fresh players into the huddle. Jackson County defense needing a stop. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops straight back. Pass complete out in the flat. Breaks the tackle, gets inside the 20, inside the 15, and down he goes. But that's going to be good enough for a 1st down. Wimberly on the stop for Jackson County. It's Caleb. And now the referee comes back. I don't know if there's a flag over here or what the
They called hold.
Called a hold out on the corner, so that's going to come back. That'll bring up 4th and long. It's going to get Westmoreland outside the 30. Spotted at 33. The flag was obscured by the Jackson County bench and coaching staff standing on the sideline. But big break there for the Blue Devil defense as it goes from 1st and 10 to 4th and 12. Westmoreland will operate this time out of the shotgun formation. Wingback comes in motion. Quarterback drops, looks, fires, slant pass, and that's going to be, even if it's caught way short of 1st down yardage, they're going to call pass interference on Jackson County, I'm afraid.
too. It was not a hit. They said it's a hit. Pass complete.
Pass was incomplete, but they call pass interference or defensive holding or something on Jackson County, but that'll give Westmoreland first down yardage. It's, again, waiting for the mark-off, but thought that was automatic first down. Pass interference is the call. That's I think, a 15-yard penalty. If it's 15 yards, it's going to be first down. Ball goes inside the 10 down to, or inside the 20, and that'll be good for first down yardage for Westmoreland. I didn't think that was a catchable pass. Thought the ball would hit the ground before it got there, but I'm not the one making those calls. So Westmoreland gets the first down on the penalty. Eagles gave the Blue Devils a break, and then the Blue Devils gave it back. From underneath the center, Richardson will hand running right. Cuts inside and will be dropped. Smith on the initial hit for Jackson County. Another flag flies. We'll wait and see what that is. Holding against Westmoreland. Ball where it is, you take that one. So Westmoreland will back up for the holding call. See if they mark it off from the point of the foul or the line of scrimmage. Looks like point of the foul. So it'll come back to the 25 approximately from where he started walking. That's where they set it down, just across the 25. And it's first and about 15 or 16. Haven't moved the down marker, so not exactly sure how far that is. Now they move the down marker. First down 16 for the Eagles. From the shotgun. Wing back in motion. Quarterback rolls to his left, stops, looks. Defender falls down. He gets to the outside, floats one into the middle, and it's incomplete. As that'll bring up a second down and 14. So the ball's sitting on the 25 or just beyond it. Second down and 16 yards to go for the Eagles. Allen checks in for Jackson County. Kennedy comes out. Richardson steps underneath center. Sends his wing back in motion. Give right up the middle. Option play. I said the fake to give up the middle. Going to be hit. And Jackson County able to drag him down, but not before the Westmoreland wingback is able to pick up about 7 yards. That'll bring up a third down and 8.
Third down and 9, Westmoreland.
They say third down and 9. So, again, certainly 4 down territory, but Blue Devil defense been a little stingy on this drive, but they've been out there a long time. Clock at 2:47 to play here in the third period. Here's the snap. Quarterback gives to his one running back, runs left, cuts back inside, got the 5. Touchdown, Westmoreland. Todd was the ball carrier for Westmoreland as he scoots into the end zone. And it will be try for point coming up. That gives Westmoreland the lead of 39-7, a 32-point Eagle lead at this point. They're trying to make it 33 with a try for point. Waiting on the snap. Westmoreland's ready. Here's the snap. Kick is up, and it is. Oh, they went for 2. He faked the kick. 2-point try. I think they showed good. Even the referees were looking. He kicked through it, and the instead fooled me, which is not hard to do anymore. But the holder, by not putting a knee down, was able to set the ball and spin out of it and run right in the corner of the end zone for the 2-point conversion. It was good. And Westmoreland now extends their lead, 41. Here comes the Westmoreland kick as Dickens tees it up on the hash mark near side of the field. He's been squib kicking it. He drove one into the end zone and had one return. Pretty good yardage for Jackson County on the kick return. Collier able to get that one. This time drives it on the ground. One hops to Collier. He's at the 20. Cuts back across the 25 and gets up to about the 29 where he's dropped at that point. There's Carter Collier.
Carter Collier on the return. Stop made by number 6.
One safe thing you can say, one of the deep back gets it for Jackson County on the kickoff. Collier's going to be running it back because Carter's one of them, CJ the other. But a pretty good return as he returns it 20-plus yards. On the 29, Jackson County starts 1st and 10. Waylon Kennedy has gone all the way at quarterback for Jackson County. His running back all night tonight has been Jonah Gentry. Kennedy will drop back in the shotgun. Wingback comes in motion, stops. Kennedy stops, picks up, fires out in the flat. Ball tips off the receiver and out of bounds, incomplete.
Pass intended for Carter. Carter, incomplete.
Oh, I thought he was getting stung by bees or something. I thought he was like, out. He said, the hell with this. He's going to go live with the buzzards in the woods.
It's going to be Jackson County 2nd down and 10 as they spot the football just over the 29-yard line, short of the 30. Jackson County's Waylon Kennedy will line up in the shotgun, stack receivers near side, give on a draw play up the middle. Gentry still battling for yards. He's going to pick up a short gain, but a good hard run right up the middle.
Jonah Gentry on the carry.
Bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Blue Devil offense.
And 7 for the Blue Devils.
Jackson County with 30 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter and counting. Don't know if they have to snap that ball to get to the 4th quarter or not. They may have to. Certainly don't want to take a delay of game. From the gun, Waylon Kennedy showed blitz right up the middle that time. Clock down at 6 seconds, 5. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. 3 in the books. It's Westmoreland. And back now, ready for the 4th quarter to get underway. Westmoreland comfortably in the lead over the Blue Devils of Jackson County as they have steadily built a 41-7 lead. Jackson County has the ball. They're looking at 3rd down and 7 yards to go as the teams are still huddled with their respective coaching staffs on the sidelines. As Jackson County desperately could use a 1st down here. Keep this offense on the field and operating. They had a wonderful initial drive of the game, took the early lead 7-0. Westmoreland then got a good kickoff return, tied it up, and since then it's just been steadily adding on to that lead as the Jackson County offense has sputtered. At times it showed success but unable to sustain that, and now we're looking at a 3rd down and 7. They stack 2 wideouts near side, also top of the formation. And that's going to be offsides as Jackson County's wideouts on the top of the formation left early. 5-yard walk-off for illegal motion against Jackson County. When you're looking at 3rd and 7. The last thing you want to do is make it 3rd and 12, but that's exactly what the Blue Devil offense did. Again, that was some type of miscommunication because both wideouts on the top of the formation left at the same time. I mean, whatever it was, they were on the same page with each other, but quarterback and center saw that differently. Now they still have 2 wideouts either side, 3rd down and 11. Wing back in motion for the Blue Devils. Stops. Ball gets away from Waylon Kennedy, and he goes back and covers it up. That'll bring up 4th down and about 25 for Jackson County as the errant snap will set the Blue Devils back farther. And Jonah Gentry once again will be kicking the ball to Westmoreland. Fourth quarter is early on here with 11:32 and counting as Jonah Gentry drops back to punt for Jackson County. Gentry, snap is low, goes through his legs, picks it up. He's hit, ball's loose in the end zone, and touchdown Westmoreland. The center putter exchange all night has been low, and that time Jonah was unable to corral it. Went through his hands. He picked it up in the end zone, tried to get the kickoff, was knocked from his hands and recovered by Westmoreland in the end zone. So a second Jackson County turnover, that time a scoop and score by the defense. The other was a pick 6 interception. Westmoreland will try another extra point as they run a player in late. They were missing one of the blockers on the corner as he gets in. Here's the snap. It's high. The set is down. The kick is up, and it is good. Westmoreland now leads it by a score of 48-7 over the Blue Devils of Jackson County. Jackson County will be at home again next week as Red Boiling Springs will come to Jackson County. And the Blue Devils will be hosting Red Boiling next week here at Mac Draper Stadium, Kyle Cisco Memorial Field. And we'll be back as the teams line up for the kickoff. It is 48-7 Westmoreland over Jackson County. Westmoreland will tee it up at the 40. This time they set it on the hash mark on the far side of the field.
If you're not unable to attend the game live, watch us on NFHS.com or download the app and listen to the Blue Devils.
Collier and Collier back deep. That's Carter and CJ for the Blue Devils. They're lined up at the 10-yard line. Westmoreland has been squib kicking it, and let's see if they do that again. This time they drive it. It's going to hit at the 18, picked up by Collier. Comes to the middle of the field, giving ground, and going to be dragged down right at the 20-yard line. Carter Collier that time. 1st and 10, Jackson County. They scrimmage from about their own 21-yard line. Looks like some clean jerseys for Westmoreland coming into the ball game. Big old boy at nose tackle. Looks like he taps the scales at about 350. Feel sorry for the center trying to move him. He is a large young man. Jackson County again showing stacked wide receivers either side. Now they break the stack at the top of the formation. Kennedy will drop back in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Waylon looks, fires, flanker screen on the far side, breaks a tackle. Got 5, got 10, down the sideline to the 40. Brady Smith with a good run after the catch, and Jackson County gets a 1st down.
Kay Perry, ladies and gentlemen, that will be Honest John Custard.
1st and 10 Blue Devils.
Jackson County.
I don't know if that may have been a lateral on that pass. You might have to count that as a run, but either way, 1st down Jackson County. Ball's going to be inside the 40 at about the 39, 38-yard line. From the shotgun, Waylon Kennedy waits the snap. Good snap. Looks the far side. Comes inside trying to hit Mitchell
Pass intended for
through his hands.
Incomplete. Second down and 10, Jackson
A little
County.
high and a little hot. Jackson County looking at second down and 10 from their own 38-yard line, we'll call it. Two wideouts each side. Wingback comes in motion. Fake the jet sweep. Give it to Gentry on the counter. And a good D as he submarined right at the 40. Gentry will pick up a yard or two. But the play looked like it had more going there for an instant, but the Westmoreland defender on the end of the line able to shed his block and upend Gentry after a short gain, third down and 9. Two wideouts either side. Again, they are close on the top of the formation. Pressure comes. Kennedy breaks one tackle, gets away from a second, skips away from a third, and gets back to the line of scrimmage. He might have lost a yard, but still a good effort by Waylon Kennedy. He would pressure all over him, broke a couple of tackles in the backfield.
Jackson Stewart.
And Jackson County will be forced into a 4th and long as Jonah Gentry drops back as the two big guys in the middle hustle off the field. They wait for them to get out of the way. Waiting on the snap. Gentry looks. Good snap this time. He gets it off. His best kick of the night, spiraling driving kick, is muffed again, and Westmoreland return man covers it up at the 20. But that was by far Jonah Gentry's best kick as he hit a driving spiral kick that time. Westmoreland covers it up. They mark it at the point of the muff, the 22-yard line. Jackson County player comes in 77. I'm not sure who that is for the Blue Devils. As Kennedy checks out. Richardson had been going all the way. See if Westmoreland with the lead changes quarterbacks, and they do. Stay with the wing T formation. Quarterback goes under center, sends his wing back in motion, slips him the football. Turns the corner and going to be hit after a short gain as he gets up close to the 30.
Aaron Freeman on the carry.
Give him about 4 or 5 yards. Second down for the Eagles. Clock ticking down toward the 5-minute mark as Westmoreland leads Jackson County now 48-7. One of the Westmoreland touchdowns came on an interception, returned for a touchdown. Another came on a errant punt snap that got into the end zone. Westmoreland able to cover that one up. Well, they're going to give him 8 yards on the carry, 2nd and 2. Handoff running right, hitting the backfield, stood up and going to lose back to the 30, so that'll bring up 3rd down and about 5 for the Eagles. Wimberly and Rowland combine on the stop. They'll lose back to the 30. Westmoreland now has Cade Perry running the offense at quarterback. Rowland comes out for Jackson County. Or Franklin rather comes out. Hunter Franklin. Here's the snap. Give right up the middle. Hit at the line of scrimmage. Drives forward. Going to get close to 1st down yardage, but I believe it will bring up a 4th and 1. We'll wait and see. But using the official on this side
37,
as
Andy Duffer on the carry.
The marker, we'll wait and see. No, they said he got first down yardage.
First down,
Hard to tell.
Westmoreland.
The referee on this side had lined up on the 44, which was going to be a yard short, but the referee that spotted the ball in the middle of the field gave them just enough for first down, so that keeps the Westmoreland drive alive. Eagles back to the line of scrimmage. Perry goes under center. Wing back in motion. Give it to him as he turns the end, and then whistles sound, and he is dropped behind the line of scrimmage. We think. Again, we have to wait till they set the ball down. They do. Loss on the play brings up second down and a long 11, short 12.
Again, there will be a fifth quarter tonight in the high school gym sponsored by the Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
Good defense for Jackson County that time as Joe Rowland was there to help make the stop.
Kickoff at 7 o'clock here at Mack Draper Stadium.
Single wide out splits near side. Two wing backs line up on either side of the tackler end. Wing back goes in motion. Trap play right up the middle. Got a big hole. Breaks across the 40 up near the 44, 45-yard line where he's brought down at that point, and that's enough to move the chains for Westmoreland. First and 10 Eagles. They've had pretty good success with that little quick trap right up the middle, and that's one of the bread and butter plays. It looks like you're going to run jet sweep or wing back around, whatever you want to call it. Instead, you slip the fullback or the halfback, whatever you want to call him, who's lined down the backfield in a three-point stance, just right up the middle on a quick hitter. And they have scored a touchdown on that tonight and picked up some key yardage. But very hard play to defense. It's a hard defense, a hard offense to defense. You have to stay at home and be aggressive at the same time. Here's the snap. Ball's loose on the field, and a big pile up. Looks like no gain on the play. Might have lost a half a yard.
Second down and 10.
So Westmoreland recovers their own fumble. Second down, 10 yards to go from the 44-yard line as the clock approaches a minute and a half left in the contest. Eagles again set that double wing formation. Give right up the middle. Hit. Muscles forward, get across midfield down near the 48-yard line of Jackson County. And that'll bring up third down and about 3.
Third down and 4, Westmoreland.
For the Eagles of Westmoreland. At under a minute, they have to snap the ball, I think, one more time, depending on when they snap it and where they spot it ready for play, whether or not Westmoreland would have to run a second play or not. But we are 1 or 2 plays away from the end of this contest as the clock is at 35 seconds as Westmoreland breaks the huddle. They're certainly in no hurry. The back judge will signal 10 seconds on the play clock. He does. They snap the ball. Big pile up in the middle of the field, and the Westmoreland runner goes down at midfield. Clock's at 18 seconds. Westmoreland does not have to snap the ball again. The play clock will be longer than the game clock, and so that should be the final play of the game. Westmoreland's going to win that one, or win this one by the score of 48-7 over Jackson County. Again, we thank you for listening to the broadcast tonight. Jackson County will be home next Friday night again, and that will be Red Boiling Springs comes to Jackson County. The good news for the Blue Devils, no injuries to amount to anything tonight, and this is a team that's short on bodies anyway, and they can ill afford to lose somebody tonight, and it doesn't look like they did. So that's a positive to come out of this one. Again, I thank you for listening to our broadcast. We thank our sponsors. We couldn't do that without them. If you are out and about, church on Sundays, or see them on the street in their place of business, let them know you appreciate their support of Jackson County athletics. And we appreciate, again, you listening to us. Join us next Friday night as the Blue Devils host Red Boiling Springs.